Well, it's the developers versus the Forrester, Nancy Forrester to be exact. You see, for years, Nancy has nurtured her little rainforest in Key West, Florida, that also includes a parrot rescue preserve. And she's done this as a labor of love for anybody who wants to visit and get an environmental education. Trouble is, as good as it is, Nancy's about to lose everything. Doug Jardine traveled to Key West, Florida, and has the story.
It is another gorgeous day here in the Florida Keys, the start of a new day. It's my first time here. It's absolutely beautiful. I start this story a little differently than I have in the past. Today we're going to spend the day with Nancy Forrester. You'll fall in love with her. What she is committed to, what she loves doing, what she is dedicated to saving here in the Keys. But this story is different in this way. You see, if Nancy doesn't get some help in the next 6 to 8 months, what she believes in, what she loves doing, and what she's committed to do here in the Keys is going to go away. South of Key Biscayne, south of Key Largo, and it's okay to hum the song as you drive by, I did, to the southernmost city in all of these hundreds of incredible keys, to a city whose name signifies wealth, development, parties on Duval Street, and the ultimate real-life getaway, even for the likes of novelist Ernest Hemingway. It is Key West, home to all the aforementioned and home to a woman with a dream and a crazy hat.
The hat is for humor. We're in Key West. And when you're endangered and your work is endangered like mine is, it's fun to have a silly hat and to remember to be humorous about it.
Funny on the outside, maybe, but not on the inside. Nancy Forrester sits inside a 1-acre rainforest in the middle of Old Town, Key West. It is the rainforest she created, that she has cared for, and that she loves and is committed to. There are more than 70 species of palms here alone, with hundreds of other trees, shrubs, and flowers. That is the flora part, but there is also the fauna.
Who is this on your lap?
This is Mr. Peaches. Mr. Peaches is very sweet and he loves to be touched. And if you pet a bird, you live longer, like a cat. Well, this bird will never get tired of being stroked and loved. Nothing's ever enough. This little bird got flown down from New York City. He was impulse bought in a pet store up there by a lady who just walked in and bought him, knew nothing about birds, and had 2 weeks later didn't want him. And now he's here with us. And he's hard to adopt because he's very noisy and he needs lots of attention, right?
He's been quite quiet for us.
He's been having his head stroked and, oh, dust. What a good boy.
It was 1969 when this acre of land, at that time used primarily as a community dumping ground, was purchased by Nancy and her family. They immediately decided there would never be any development here, that they would nurture the 50 old trees that were here already, trees which had come with early settlers from South America, and then add to them. They would, in the words of the well-known Disney song, create a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, no one to tell them no or where to go, or say they're only dreaming.
People have come in from time to time and made offers to buy the property and do whatever they want with it. But Nancy has her dream, and if you look at this, there is no such rainforest in the United States. I mean, we have an understory here, lower story, and it's all mostly shade plants. This is a rainforest. This is not just another tropical garden with Cuban palms.
Katharina Arnold met Nancy Forrester in 1997.
She told us her innermost feelings, and we realized, all of us, the desperation that she was under to save the garden, the fight against the developers, and that she was footing the bill for most of this, and most of all, that she was doing it all alone. Now, many people come into this garden and say, you should do it this way, you should do it that way. Well, it doesn't just happen with a snap of a finger. So by the year 2000, we formed the nonprofit organization to help Nancy save the garden.
That nonprofit organization is called the Mana Project.
Mana is a Polynesian word meaning positive creative force.
And this place is full of positive, creative forces that can take your breath away.
I couldn't have her do it alone. I just felt as if a person was going to die with her beautiful dream and no one was helping her. And she was going to lose the property. That was always the imminent danger of losing the property. Once you have, you're grounded in the soil, in the earth, and if you're ever brought up in nature as a child, truly in nature, you can never go wrong. You will be an honorable and honest person, and you can never go wrong if you're grounded in the land.
I think it was genetic from day one, like as a baby. I don't know that it was taught. It's a moral obligation, that's a passion that is you don't retire from.
But hardly anybody catches it like you did. Did something happen in a science project, an environmental project, or it was just embedded and at some point it just said, I'm blossoming and here comes and watch out for Nancy?
I think it was generations of people who really cared about the earth.
The MANA Project acts as the umbrella name and organization for 3 programs, all of which are displayed here in all of their splendor, and all of which go far beyond the surface in educating those who visit just how important each part is and how each fits into the incredible environmental puzzle that is Nancy Forrester's downtown rainforest. The I Love Parrot program teaches the history of birds, explores the possible future for these exotic birds, and provides a sanctuary for unwanted parrots. The Green Song program educates the public about the botanical collection and the endangered environment by sponsoring orchid, palm, and fruit tree tours, seed and plant sales, teaching programs, and environmental events.
Marge connected because she is a contributor to the anthology.
And the Artists in Residence program provides environmental artists, writers, teachers, naturalists, and scientists an opportunity to live in, teach, and exhibit in this garden. A further explanation of each is right around the corner. So you've met Nancy Forrester, you've met her birds, now it's time for some bird baths and much more when Profiles in Caring continues.